Hi, this is Jeff with Liquid Gold Concept, and in this segment, I'll take you through how to prep your LSM or lactation simulation model. So in front of me, I have my LSM. I have the tote bag it came with, along with the syringe, and I have some distilled water that I'll use to fill the lactation simulation model. It's very important that we only use distilled water because we don't want any of the internal components to clog up over time. So to help me fill it, I'll ask Anna to come over. Thanks, Anna.
Sure.
So we're gonna start by filling the LSM with water so that when we practice our hand expression, we can simulate water or milk coming out. So to start, I'll take the top off of the fill tube. Then I'll take my syringe and I'll get about 60 milliliters of water. I'll connect it at the top, and this just uses a standard lure lock, so in case you ever lose your syringe, it's pretty common and you can find one elsewhere. So I'm gonna insert the water in, and before I take this out, what I typically do is I actually pull back on the syringe, and if I pull back and I see air, then I know that it's not yet full and I can keep going. So we'll fill it up again. Connect it, add some more water. So again, I'll check and see if it's full. And since I'm pulling back water, I now know that it's full and I don't need to add any more. So I'll pull back a little bit so it doesn't spill out too much. And again, that's why we just use distilled water so we don't make a mess. And I'll put the cap back on. So now the reservoir is full, and we can now begin priming the sim model. So you might not always have to prime the LSM, but if it's been sitting for a couple weeks, this might be something you need to do. So to prime, what we want to do is get water into the lactation circuit. So the lactation circuits sit deep in the breast tissue behind the nipple. So what we'll do is we can test first by just doing our normal hand expression technique. And if we don't get any water coming out, what we'll do is we'll reach a little bit deeper and you can find that lactation circuit and we'll just gently squeeze on it. And this might take a minute or two, but eventually you'll get water to start coming out and you know it's ready to use. The other way you can do this is by attaching a breast pump, which I have here. So we'll use this, we'll turn it on the highest setting and we can attach it to the nipple. And now we can see that the nipple is getting pulled into the breast pump and I can see some water starting to come out. So we know this one is also primed and ready to use. And that's how you prep your LSM for use.